Hello guys and welcome to this video. Today I bring to you this little box here. I showed this little box on my TikTok a few times now and people just go crazy over it. So I thought of creating this video to show exactly in detail what it is in a longer video and how I made it step by step. So let me just show you how it works. So as you can see, I have a grid here on both sides, and this thing, it opens. So inside I have tiny little metal dice. Let me just illuminate it better. Okay, so it's a set of dice. Actually, there are 3 sets of dice in here, all 7 dice, and they are super tiny. We can look at it more close later. I have 2 sets of little miniatures, and these are chess pieces. I'm going to tell you why they are chess pieces in a moment. I have some magnets, a bunch of them here, and I can just pick them apart. And I have a dry eraser marker that fits right into this box. And when I turn it over, I have this board on the top. So let me strip it from everything it's got, like I did here, to show you what it truly is before I actually created it. It was a chess board, like a mini chess board that had its miniatures inside of it, like so. I put the little baggies. It doesn't come in the little baggies. It's supposed to be like loose around. I don't like it, so I put the different colors in different bags. So this is it. This is a chess piece. And what I did with this was create my own portable RPG setup, mostly for solo play, but it can be used for playing in a group. Just tiny little set, and I love it. What I did here was, I thought first of all to like remove this metal chess board thing, but ultimately I didn't want to damage the chess game. I like it. So I decided on creating my grids separated and gluing some magnets on the back so that I could just pop them in here and have them set to go. But at the same time, I could just take them out whenever I wanted it, and I can still play chess with it because I do play chess, like rarely, but I do. These magnets in here, I bought on Amazon. I bought a full sheet of magnet paper kind of thing. It was like a package with 5 magnet sheets. If I find the link again, I'm going to post it on the description below because I don't have the package anymore. But the idea was I could print anything, and these magnets, they have an adhesive on one side, so I just glued my printed grid on them. And I did print a square grid, but I also printed a hex grid, and I use both. I usually leave my hex grid in here, and I put the square grid on top, and I can take this and use one and then use the other, or put one to the side and use them for some type of dungeon, and this would be the overall map, whatever it is. I write on it using my dry erase marker. So let's say I have some bushes here. I can draw them, and I might have maybe a river going on from this direction. So I can draw everything here. Whenever I'm done, I can just erase using this side of my dry eraser marker, or sometimes I just get a damp cloth and I go over all of it. It's quite easy to erase, but we can take care of that later. So that's how I made the grids, and as I said, I usually carry both together. I can make more even if I want different types of grid, or I can even print like pre-made maps, like all greenery with some roads, whatever it is. I just like it blank so I can draw anything on it. And the inside of it still serves as a storage area. So as I said, I can use the chess pieces as miniatures. So I have like some different types. I have the king, the queen, the bishop, the little horse, which is the knight, and the little pawns. So if you're playing against like an army or some soldiers or a herd of goblins, you can use the same ones here and just move them around as you play. So that's neat. So that's how I use the pieces as, you know, miniatures. The magnets, they can be useful to create some structure. So let's say I have a tower here. I can put like a bunch of magnets together. I can make up like some pillars from ruined temples or something like that. So, and they can even kind of work as miniatures if you want. You can put like the different guys in here. Another idea would be like gluing different color papers on each of them so you can differentiate them if you are going to use them as miniatures or something. But I just use them for little structures or things on the battlefield if I want to. Okay, so everything fits in here, and I added 3 sets of tiny little dice that I found online. Look how tiny they are. There are 3 full sets in here, which means 21 total dice. Let me get 1d20 here. See? Some people complain that they can't see the numbers very well on these dice. I don't have this problem. I think the silver looking one is a little bit harder to read, but I can make up the numbers. The gold one for me is the easiest to read. And I don't mind the size. I actually think they are cute. And I have like a bronze looking one. Copper looking one, I don't know. So yeah, I have all of these here. And I also leave them in a little box because I don't like things like running around the box. And I can guarantee that they are all safe in here, even if the box opened by accident. So this is basically how I made this like set. See, I can just erase it right out. One thing I did do, as you can see by the shine of the lighting here, once I printed in basic printing paper. It was already like on my machine, I just printed on it. I laminated it with some contact paper so that it's erasable and more durable. And then I glued on the magnet. So that's a tip for you. It's easier and it's more practical if you do that. So this is the box. That's how it came about. And this box right here, I'm going to be honest with you, I tried to find a perfect exact equivalent of this one online. I found something similar, but they were like a little bit bigger. They were not as small as this one. You can find them on Amazon. You can find them on any China website vendor thing. Just look for mini portable chess board, mini magnetic chess board. Those are some keywords that work. This type of box, actually, it can come in other formats. You can look for checkers, you can look for snakes and ladders. I've seen a lot of games using this exact setup. The one I got is just a chess set that I got from a local store, which, by the way, doesn't have them anymore. I went back there and I tried to get a second one just because they are so awesome and I can make so many games with them, but I couldn't. They don't have it anymore. So in this size, I honestly couldn't find it. And just to show you, let me confirm the sizing here. So it's basically 13 centimeters. I have no idea in inches, so you can go on Google to convert it because I have absolutely no idea. And on this side, it is 6.5, a little more than 6.5, kind of 6.5. And the ones I found, they were like a little bit bigger, 19 centimeters, 15 centimeters. So there's a little bit more in here, which might be what you want. I absolutely like this size. It's so small. It's like smaller than a phone, than a standard current phone size, as you can see. And I think the other ones I found are basically the size of a phone. So that's still okay, I guess. But I just love this tiny little one. So that's how it's made. That's how I got it. That's what you can do. And you don't have to do it in one of these boxes. You can use like a little tin, you know, those mint tins. I might have an example of it here somewhere. Yeah, okay, here. I have this one, the little mint tin. You can use this to make your game. Glue the maps here or even on here, and then once you put everything open, you have maps in here. It's not the same thing, but it might work, you know. So that's it. Just want to share how things work, and I hope to see you in future videos. Bye.